Sometimes whilst creating something, you can get antsy about its creation, or due to some unforeseen circumstances, the project could just disappear either on purpose or on accident. When it comes to cartoons, it mostly relates to the certain project being too graphic for the nature of the show, or nobody cared about it enough to come back. You know, it's funny, because these kinds of videos usually freak me out, but they're genuinely fun and interesting to look up and learn about. I'm Kid, and I'm counting down the top 5 cartoons gone missing. Number 5. One of my favorite Disney movies just so happens to be 101 Dalmatians. As far as Disney movies go, each of these movies are extremely tame. Even the live action movies are pretty manageable. During the hype of said live action movies, there was a cartoon to go along with it that came out a year after the first one. The cartoon was set to have a pilot with a different character in mind named Penny, who for whatever reason isn't featured in the final show, which honestly sucks because she's adorable. The only bit we have is a VHS commercial, which also includes the first Recess episode, with changed character design. More than likely, it wouldn't have been far too different from what we got, so I wouldn't get too hyped that we didn't get it. Which, while on the topic, we also got a PS1 game based on that second movie. Well, the second animated movie. If anyone wants to send me that game, I would not be opposed. Number 4. While we're on the subject of dogs, there were apparently Korean versions of Blue's Clues that were also lost. We have some footage, but other than that, not much is known. Just like the US version, the original guy was replaced, but not by some guy named Joe, but by someone named, sorry if I mess this up, Hyun Shup Shin. Number 3. I'm copping out, man. Last year I made more than my fair share of videos that are lost. A Samurai Jack review, a review of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, 3 lost podcasts, and my first review, which was of an old Sega game called Time Gal, which is something I plan to come back to in the future. One of the podcasts featured Ashley, who was on a later one. I actually still have the Samurai Jack review, but things changed so much I felt like I didn't need to post it. Also, it was a collab on Kay's channel. I also have some older videos I made in like 2012 that I'll put in the description. There's no way for me to delete them because I forgot the information for the channel. There's also a twerk video in there as well, but I swear I didn't know people could see them. Not by me, it's just a video that I liked. Number 2. Inside Out is one of my favorite Disney Pixar movies. The entire movie is just an emotional roller coaster that hits all the right places for me. It's a relatable story about being comfortable with where you are and even dealing with loss, perhaps in one of the worst ways possible. In the story, we meet Bing Bong, who was a very well done character, but he unfortunately met his untimely demise to the main character Riley forgetting about him, which brings up, was everything in that movie supposed to happen to show her growing up? But that's a subject for another video. Bing Bong apparently had more lines of dialogue during the scene where he was fading away, but it was cut short most likely because of how heavy the scene already was. There was 40 seconds of warm monologue. Richard Kind, the voice actor of Bing Bong, has given this information, including other animators and writers. They've stated that they prefer the original more rather than what we got. Only thing we can do now is hope someone at Pixar releases these extra lines of dialogue. Till then, whatever. Number 1. One of my favorite animated movies is Cats Don't Dance, but holy mother of God, while researching lost cartoon media, I came across something that genuinely shocked me. Apparently, there was an alternate version of Cats Don't Dance which included Michael Jackson in the cast. It was supposed to be a live-action animated hybrid with Looney Tunes characters such as Space Jam did the years later. Not much is known aside from what I just said, but like all the things on this list, they're interesting nonetheless. I love Cats Don't Dance something terrible though, so it's not like nothing good came out of it. I'm proud of the finished product.